condition. With my doctrine, your cognition will make you position to another. Start thinking outside the box. Real souls went to the school of hard knocks, influencing young minds to be headstocks. Rhymes destroy the paradox. I'm radical. Listen to the bars. I'm magical. My spirit is rational. Elohim are infallible. Come on. When I'm meditating, I connect with the ancestors, including Atom Ray, the sun better. Ray don't burn me, cause my melanin is a receptor. While I turn into diamonds under pressure, cause net room are my protectors. While my soul shapeshifts into black holes, I continue to rap my old scrolls, sense of my empress with birth control. She says, you save me from the Barbie profile. She holds me tight. I said, well, cause I think you're Romeo. Cause I can't trust black widows. No. And you're not ready to have a child. That's really good. After my mission, the matrix, so I destroy the feelings of being husky and rejuvenate my life force that feels depleted. Don't forget, I'm radical. So the flow and the beat, this song will be playing when there's a revolution in the streets. I'm radical. Listen to the bars. I'm magical. My spirit is rational. Elohim are infallible. Let me say, come again, METASCIENCE. 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 Baby, I need you to scream, you're a beautiful queen, and you're feeling supreme. Baby, I need you to scream, you're a beautiful queen, and you're feeling supreme. Baby, I need you to scream, you're a beautiful queen, and you're feeling supreme. You're a beautiful queen, and you're feeling supreme. You're a beautiful queen, and you're feeling supreme. METASCIENCE. 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 Let's go. Come on. METASCIENCE. 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 Let's go. Check it. METASCIENCE.
METASCIENCE. METASCIENCE. Come on. METASCIENCE. 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 Hey, hey, metal science. Empress, the high priest of Mon El will transform you into a goddess, being more, never be less. To enter the kingdom of heaven, we must first pass the test by destroying Babylon, who created this. Metal science. Come on, freedom, metal science.
Freedom, like a runaway slave. Freedom, like I just got paid. Freedom, 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 freedom. Come on, freedom, 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 freedom. Make us say freedom, freedom, freedom. Come on, freedom. Make us say freedom, freedom, freedom. Hey, freedom, freedom. Say with your chest, freedom, freedom. On my queens, let me hear you say freedom. On my kings, let me hear you say freedom. On my gentlemen, let me hear you say freedom. On my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. On my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Pump your fist in the air, two strokes, like you get a high crease, and the freedom fighters are the boldness. Words like that, let us prepare to damage and tear. This new world order that is treated us unfair. First solution is a Russian. This is a freedom song, so sing along.
We're a million man strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. The television broadcast the news that is fake. When I get I levitate. When the war is over, heaven on earth is what we're going to create. The high priest and his mental science soldiers and his freedom fighters. It's time to concentrate. Elohim, forgive us for our sins. No else, only prince, destroy the evil that is within. Freedom, freedom, come on, freedom, freedom, come on, freedom, mental science, freedom, come on.
Freedom, like a runaway slave. Freedom, like I just got paid. Freedom, while I'm smoking the J. Freedom, every single day. Let me hear you say freedom, freedom. On my queens, let me hear you say freedom. On my kings, let me hear you say freedom. On my children, let me hear you say freedom. On my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. On my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Freedom,
Let's do this.
freedom, let us say freedom. Come on, freedom. Pump your fist in the air, too strong, like you get the high priest and the freedom fighters on the ocean. Words like that, let us prepare to damage and attack. This new world order that is treating us unfair. First solution is a Russian. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We're a million man strong, the war is only cause Babylon did us wrong. Freedom, 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 freedom. Come on, freedom. freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my children, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Like a freedom, like a runaway slave. Freedom, like I just got paid freedom. When I'm smoking the J, like a freedom. Every single day. All right. Now, before we start, we first must give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El-Elyon, El-Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al-Qadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Ptah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, METASCIENCE, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the most high. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors, my Metal Science soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metal Science Ministries. Amun, you done know Metal Science. And welcome to the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on Instagram Live, YouTube Live. First of all, we want to give a shout out to Egyptian Queen on Instagram Live, and also to Caroline Alexander on YouTube Live. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support and your love. Don't worry, Egyptian Queen, you'll come on shortly. Okay, let me just do what I need to do, and you'll come on because I know you got a lot to talk about in terms of this topic. Yeah, we were here earlier on this afternoon with Lady M, and we were talking about certain things, but we're gonna get back into that main event very shortly. However, remember we got the prayer, and then we got to give a shout out in terms of if you want to see High Priest Amun L live and direct in 4K vision. Now, High Priest Amun L is live and direct in 4K vision on YouTube Live, Instagram Live. If you want to see High Priest Amun L live and direct in 4K vision, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in on the YouTube search engine Amun L, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for Magnificent, U for Upliftment, M for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for Love. Click that search engine button. You will see High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. Smash that red button that says subscribe to identify High Priest Amun L. You will see High Priest Amun L in his High Priest attire. Like what we said, smash that red button that says subscribe. Press that bell icon so you'll be notified when High Priest Amun L is dropping new content or going live, because High Priest Amun L is going to release the Freedom movie or the Freedom film for all my freedom fighters and my Metal Science soldiers. You're done now, Metal Science. Also, if you want to see High Priest Amun L live and direct on Instagram Live, all you have to do is click on or go onto Instagram, type in an Instagram search engine, high_priest_720, which is spelled high as in H for hero, I for intuition, G for God, H for hero, _priest, which is spelled P for perfect, R for respect, I for intuition, E for El Elyon, S for success, T for terrific, _720. And then you will see High Priest Amun L's Instagram page. Smash that follow button. High Priest Amun L will follow you back. You're done, no Metal Science. Now, tonight, we are going to continue what we were speaking about. Before we get into that, High Priest Amun L will be real. High Priest Amun L had to go home real quick at 6 o'clock. And when he got home, hey, High Priest Amun L collapsed, in the bed. He collapsed. He wanted to get a good 30-minute sleep. He ended up almost having an hour's sleep and coming a little bit late for the radio. You follow that? But we're here, we're back, and we're here to rock it. You're done now, Metal Science. Now, let's get into this prayer, because the prayer is serious. High Priest Amun L is getting ready also for Ramadan,
Ramadan is on the 2nd of April, which is a couple of days from now, Saturday, the 2nd of April. And that's a strong meditation, strong concentration, fasting, dry fasting. And it's good to cleanse the soul. You're done now, METASCIENCE. So all my Muslim brothers and sisters, get ready for Ramadan, because High Priest someone else asking the question, are you ready for Ramadan? Because High Priest someone else, to be honest, is ready, but not ready, because it's hard. You get me? Because High Priest someone else doing construction and doing donkey work and all them kind of thing there. And them kind of people there, they want to work High Priest someone else like a slave on the plantation. But High Priest someone else, inshallah, God willing, will have the strength to be doing fasting. You get me? Which is good. Again, cleansing your soul, cleansing your spirit, cleansing your mind. You're done, no METASCIENCE. So lastly, before we get into the main event on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show, High Priest someone is ready to do the prayer, the METASCIENCE prayer. Because when we do the elongated prayers, y'all don't appreciate love it. You get me? You don't appreciate love it. And High Priest someone else has to be like, you know what? Let's just do the METASCIENCE prayer. Because at least it covers all of the prayers. Yeah, the most important prayer on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show. You're done now, METASCIENCE. So let's go. We give thanks and praises to Atum Amun, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al Kadir, Usa, Uset, Eru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Ptah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, METASCIENCE, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us away from the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and the cosmos. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the forgiveness for our sins. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the grace that we receive in our lives. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the blessings that we receive and we give. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the unconditional love in every breath that we take and every moment that we live. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting our loved ones, including our ancestors on the other side. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for making sure that no evil or wickedness can destroy I and I. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us the tools that we need to succeed. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the experience of prosperity. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us and being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so that we can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is Zion. Amen. Amun Asheo. METASCIENCE. Now the High Priest someone else hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Now it is almost that time. It is almost that time for the main event on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. And the High Priest someone else is saying, are you ready for the METASCIENCE Ministries main event? I cannot hear you. Are you ready for the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show main event? Give me a hell yeah if you're ready for the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show main event. I cannot hear you if you're ready for the main event on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show. Make some noise. Okay, let's go. METASCIENCE. Now, for the hundreds that are streaming on Instagram and YouTube Live, and for the millions that are listening via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. Let's get ready for the Meta Science tonight on the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. The high priest, someone else, going to be talking about our UK women, especially black women, fed up of black men, part 4, because we've already spoke about it this afternoon. We spoke about it. And the Queen, the Goddess, the Empress, Lady M was talking and telling High Priest someone else, and Baby C, and Ade, and Just One, and Mystery Caller were all sharing their opinions. However, no one actually got to the point of what we were talking about, because at the end of the day, this is High Priest someone else topic. You follow that? And High Priest someone else does miss daytime radio, because there's so much engagement on daytime radio. When it comes to nighttime radio, everybody's just quiet. I just want to listen to High Priest someone else talk, which is okay. We accept that. But when High Priest someone else talking on nighttime radio, everybody just accepts and doesn't challenge High Priest someone else what he's saying. So it's all good anyway. But yes, tonight on the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, we are talking about are UK women fed up of black men, especially black women. Now, Egyptian Queen, you can come on. If you want to come on and share with High Priest someone else. Also, like what we said, shout out to Caroline Alexander, shout out to Egyptian Queen for supporting and being on the YouTube Live and Instagram Live. Meta Science. So, High Priest someone else going to take a quick break to hydrate, but stay tuned to the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also YouTube Live, Instagram Live, Meta Science. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my mental science soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyacinth of Mental Science Ministries. Amun, Mental Science. Attention! Mental Science Ministries presents the Fight for Freedom Party. Yes, on the 9th of April 2022, the High Priest and Freedom Fighters are having a fun and awesome party with the gang. So come along. Address 51 South Africa Road, London, W12 7PA. Nearest station, White City. Doors open 5 p.m. Main event 7 p.m. This is a free event, so you better come and have a good time. Call 07405951573 to be on the guest list. You're done, no? Meta Science, freedom. All right. And welcome back to the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of Meta Science Ministries. Amun L, you're done now, Meta Science. All right, let's get cracking. So High Priest someone L was doing. No. Let's start off properly. High Priest someone L came with this topic tonight or today, because we were talking about this earlier on in the daytime, about all UK women, especially black women, fed up of black men. Because High Priest someone else lately has been on road promoting, campaigning for his new freedom song, the Freedom Metal Science song, and also the latest Metal Science Ministries event, which is Fight for Freedom Party. And we've been on road promoting, handing out leaflets, doing street performance. And as you are aware of, High Priest someone else has been saying this time and time again. He's not getting no love from his own people. Instead, he's getting more love from other races, and it's kind of making High Priest Amun aware of what's really going on in terms of our community. And High Priest Amun appreciate loves all people of all colors, all races, all cultures. We don't discriminate nobody, but it seems like High Priest Amun community is discriminating him for some reason. You get me? And what we've been, there's all evidence on the YouTube. That's why we're saying subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll see what's going on in High Priest Someone Else live. Anyway, so High Priest Someone Else said that basically he's delivering leaflets, and last week was like the last straw. It was the last straw about all this discrimination from black women, and he was fed up that he would be being friendly, not even trying to flirt with women or whatever, just trying to hand out leaflet, and all these black women would be like, I got a boyfriend, I got a boyfriend. I'm like, yo, I'm not asking you, have you got a boyfriend? I'm trying to give you a leaflet and say, check out my music. Come to the Freedom Party. It's free. I'm not trying to have sex with you. Yeah, just relax. Calm the F down. And I be someone else like, this is a pattern. This is systematic. This keeps on occurring. What's going on? What's going on? Like Marvin Gaye. What's going on? So he thought, you know what? Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's set the record straight. And so I put someone else did some research. I started asking all his queens, but why is it that black women are skeptical over black men? And the first response was, black women are skeptical over black men because they're not treated how they're supposed to be treated. You follow that? Shout out to Aaron B. Cooper. You're done now. METASCIENCE on the Instagram live. Yes. I pre someone asked one of his queens, why are black women skeptical over black men? And they're saying because they're not treated how they were supposed to be treated in terms of back in the day, in terms of their parents. And this is coming from a different generation. This is coming from the generation of the 1960s women, especially those that just first, like the Windrush generation that first settled down. You follow that? So I pre someone else like, okay, what do you mean that they weren't treated like they're supposed to be treated? And she was saying, one of the queens was like, okay, well, the problem is that when we first came to this country and we were born, our parents, especially the father, was playing their position well, that they were responsible and accountable for their actions. They were daddies. You're hearing Lady M always talking about there's not enough daddies in our community. There may be sperm donors and fathers, but there's not enough daddies in the community. And what is a daddy? A daddy is a man that is there for their children. That's a daddy. You follow that? Yeah, greetings, Ryan Saunders. You're done now, METASCIENCE. So I pre someone else like, okay, I get it, but can you explain more, my queen? And she was like, that generation messed it up for all of you younger generations, because in the 70s and 80s was the time of raving and that. The raving, that's when raving started coming true. And there's a time and a place for raving. And when it's time to settle down, it's time to settle down. There's no time to be going raving. And the black men want to be raving and partying all the time and are not serious. and are on a hustling thing that comes with the lifestyle. And as a result of this hustling and bustling, they cannot provide for their woman or their children. And this is one of the reasons why the UK women, especially the black UK women, are fed up. Fed up! Because it's like, it's time to grow up and be a man. You see, High Priest someone else's cousin, big cousin we're talking about, big cousin that's in her 50s, told High Priest someone else, High Priest, bye. Yeah, okay. She true say she's from Africa, she's from Nigeria. So it's a different culture, but that's standard in any culture. If the man cannot take care of their woman, they don't have the money, they're not a man. This is what High Priest someone else's cousin said. If they don't have the money, they are not a man. I don't know if this is true or false, my kings and queens. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what someone's told me. This is what my cousin told me. If a man doesn't have the money, they are not a man. If they cannot take care of their woman, they are not a man. Someone's calling. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Greetings.
Yeah, greetings. Something has happened to the transmission. Yeah, so it's like you can hear back. Listen, what you just said, I just wanted to just go over that point, yeah, because there is a disparity, even within the education system, between black women who eventually go on to graduate or get to uni level versus their male counterparts.
Gone.
So that also affects earning capabilities as well. Like, for example, if you were to do a survey in the corporate world, yeah, of black female, like middle management or executives, you will see there's a disparity.
I agree.
So now it's not every single black guy that is into the hustling space, but it just depends on which level you operate at. You know, for us Africans, the way that we grew up, we always encourage get that education and get, a good job. So there's far more of that within specific sections of the community than at street level. So if the women themselves, right, if it's the street guys that they are always around, then they will see that on the side of it. But if you run your horizon and look at, other black guys from different backgrounds, you will see that, there's a difference.
Fully agree with you, bro.
You understand? So that earning disparity also causes tension. And I've heard it so many times from black women in the corporate world that they can't find good black men that is on their level.
But it's bias, King. You know this already.
Yeah, I know it is bias. But
you get
I can explain it. If you are a corporate type of a person, that you worked hard, you got to where you got to, the ideal is for you to find a partner that will be able to complement that. And for some women, yeah, if they can't find that kind of a partner in their own sort of field or social circle, they don't want to go outside of that. Let me look for somebody who may not be as educated or has the same potential that I have, or type of career that I have. And for some of them who do stay outside of that, very quickly it starts to cause a tension in their relationship, because quickly they find that they're not satisfied with that. Maybe the sex is good, but everything else, there's a disparity.
I hear you, but like what we said, it's biased though. Like look, we don't like saying these stuff like racial discrimination or institutionalized racism, systematic racism. But it's there, it's present for the black man. You get it? We've been suppressed. Like there is black men that have done gone university, graduated, and as a result, they cannot get a job in the private sector because of this discrimination. And I pray someone else has witnessed it and experienced it. Many times I go to interview, and it's like, when they see my face, it's like, oh, he's a black man. Oh, let's make an excuse why he can't get this job. For example, they will say I'm overqualified, or this job is not for you. You follow that? And at the end of the day, it's like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, because there's no foundation in our community that said, okay, you know what? Yeah, we need young black people like you to be helping us to prosper. So and as a result, you get it. Like, I cannot reach my potential, and many others cannot reach their potential. However, time is running out. We've got 1 minute left. Someone's calling me. Yeah, and after the news and views. Yeah, you're done. Okay. METASCIENCE. So yeah, peace, Ade. Thank you for that. Yeah, so we got 1 more minute. And what we're going to talk about is the same thing after the news. Are UK women, especially black women, tired or, fed up of black men? Ade raised a good point about the disparity. Yeah, but the system is built like that. The system has been designed like that. Yeah, to suppress black men to the point that they're the lowest, they're the bottom of the food chain. And it's like, there's nothing that we can do, but it's difficult. We're in a compromising situation that is difficult for us to prosper, because no one else is going to help us but ourselves. But anyway, we're going to get more into it. So stay tuned to METASCIENCE and stay tuned to OmegaFMradio.co.uk. You're done now. METASCIENCE.
Omega Radio 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
This is the OmegaRadio.co.uk news at 9.
Wanted, Tom Parker has
okay,
said,
cool. So now,
in 2020, the pop star revealed he
we're on break
with an inoperable brain tumor.
We're on break.
He passed away earlier with
Let me call this guy
and
quickly,
as well as his bandmates. One of them, Zeba, has posted on social media that he's grateful he had a chance to witness Tom's.
I'll be back 1 minute.
Who Adams is from the charity Brain Tumor Research.
He's someone who supported our charity in our campaigning ambitions to get better funding for research. He was an inspiration to many, a man of great humour, a man of great courage.
Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, yes, bro. Love, Aaron. Yeah, so we're just talking, we're just chatting. We're off air for a moment, but yeah, we're just chatting for the moment. Yeah, so like what we're saying, that if there's any questions, please let me know. 07539968143. We're gonna put this in the chats. Cool. 075 39968143 to call live on the radio. Live on Omega. Okay, that's done. Yeah, call in live. Okay, that's cool. We got that going on. Now, love to you, Caroline. I mean, look, we're just talking, yeah, in terms of life experience. Okay? We do not compromise on Mental Science Ministries, Reasoning and Fellowship Show. Look, I'll be real, yeah, because we're off air. Yeah, I preach someone else sick and tired of the sick and tired of this shit. Like, I used to adore my black women, but they don't treat me right. And they don't deserve me. You get it? They don't deserve me. Because the work I put in and the compassion that I have for my people is that they take man for granted. And this is why now I've transgressed in terms of the freedom fighters. Because the freedom fighters, okay, they show that appreciate love. The same energy I give to them is the same energy I give back, I receive back. And it's like I feel more like what we said, appreciate love, appreciated. And I'd rather give them the METASCIENCE and boost their spirit, boost their energy, boost their soul than my own people. And we're offline, which is exclusive content, whoever's watching, especially Caroline, I'm talking to you. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all bleed the same. What's inside us is all the same. You get it? We're all connected to the Most High. But I feel a lot of hate from my community, especially when I'm doing the music thing. There's no support. You see how you support me, Queen? You see that time when we were in Hyde Park and you saw what I'm talking about the racism and all them kind of thing there. But you get it. You know what I mean? What's going on? But like, that's why, I'm having these kind of discussions because I want to know what's going on. Like, I get it, like in terms of like certain black men have done wrong to women and that, and it's it's a stigma. Like we've been stigmatized, but there's good black guys out there. You know what I mean? That just need a chance to show who they really are, and more time they don't want to give us a chance. You see what we're saying? They don't want to give us a chance, and as a result, it can lead to us with depression, anxiety. Because like we try our best to fit into society or be part of society, and it's like, no, you cannot be part of society. You have to be at the bottom of the food chain. You have to be, this is your position and this is what we want you to be. We don't want you to rise up. We don't want you to be reach your potential. And then they've designed it that even the black woman is better than the black man, to suppress us and make us feel worthless. And we're just talking like that because, again, this is what we experience. We're not knocking anybody. We're just saying it how it is. I appreciate someone, it's just saying truth, justice, and righteousness. But you may be wrong. You can have your opinion. But like what we said, we got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left until we're back on air. But I appreciate someone I'm going to go soon. At 10 o'clock, he's straight away cutting out of here. But yeah, this is a good topic. We're going to talk about it more. You know what I mean? When we're talking about it in the daytime, it didn't have the impact because we were just like saying certain things. But hold on, let me sort out something. Let's let the people know what we're talking about because we're back. Welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries. So yes, Queen, I agree with you. Yeah, one day we're gonna, like I said, probably if it's not this week, it'll be next week. You get me? But we'll do something. Okay, let me just sort out something on my phone. All right, yeah, so we're back. Yeah, I just had to do something on the phone. Yeah, we're back on Instagram Live, YouTube Live. We've got about 1 minute and 40 seconds left until we go back on air, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. What's going on? So much to talk about. We barely just got started. Now, like what we said earlier on, we were talking about it, but we didn't really talk deep because everybody want to jump on the bandwagon or what High Priest someone else was saying. You know what I mean? Yes, Queen, I get you. The whole race thing winds me right up. I swear down. Look, I know you're a good soul. You get it. I know that. I feel it. I told you this already. I feel your energy. You get me? It's genuine and it's pure. That's why I chat to you, because I want to chat to you, because I know what's inside people. You know what I mean? And like I said, your energy is just nice and pure and delightful. But yeah, so we got like 40 seconds, let's sort it out now.
Gang members themselves, and therefore best positioned to reverse this course of violence. But we must do work. We must get out there and we must forge peace. We must stop exterminating one another. We must stop all of this madness, because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude, as we were as street warriors, to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy of peace.
Music you want, the information you need.
All right, I'm welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun METASCIENCE. Now, Caroline Alexander was saying, I see it, I get it, it's all wrong. The whole race thing winds me up right here, right up, I swear down. Yes, High Priest someone else agrees with you, but it is what it is. You get it? It is what it is, and we're not doing anything better to better ourselves, to be honest. And this is why black men are in the position they're in. Anyway, let's get back into it. So tonight on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. All UK women, especially black women, fed up of black man. So another research High Priest someone else did on this week or last week. He asked someone else about why are black women skeptical of black man, and she said the reason why they are skeptical of black man is because they don't want to go through that nonsense that their parents went through, i.e. the beating, like the domestic abuse, and the cheating and all of that kind of nonsense. And she got a point. Because obviously in the 60s, women didn't really have rights back in the day. Like all of them things can go on. All them things are go on. Like the beating, the wife beating, and the domestic abuse. You follow that? And it's like, no more that we want that. So it's like, that's one of the reasons why the black women were skeptical. And then I heard someone ask another queen, why are black women skeptical of a black man? And she said, because they don't treat them right. In fact, they've had bad experiences, and also how the media portrays black men. You see, high priest someone else did the research. Again, when he comes on the mic and talks about certain things, yeah, he does his research. He goes out there on road, talks to people and see their opinion before he makes his own conclusion. You follow that? And these are the opinions, these are what high priest someone else got in terms of the qualitative research for this social experiment. This is all primary research, primary evidence. You get it? Because it's coming from a source. It's not coming from no book. It's not coming from the internet. It's coming from direct people, from their experiences. So, okay. Greetings.
Yeah, high priest. You see the second person that you spoke to, she hit the nail on the head properly. If I ask you, what is a black man? What is, the way black men are portrayed, yeah, also doesn't help matters, because on a subliminal level, if you're always getting negative imagery or negative connotations about a particular person or group of people, eventually it will begin to influence your outlook and your decision when you interact with that particular person or group of individuals. So, look, you can't keep blaming racism. I understand it does exist, okay? But it's not every single case that you can say, yeah, 100% is the system. The system, obviously, we know is not geared up to try and push black men through to the top, okay? But there are those who fight it and strive and still manage to accomplish something with themselves. If you look at the statistics, now I'm going to go into a bit more detail about this disparity. From secondary to college. From college, sixth form, or uni. You will find that at each level, that disparity, that gap widens. And then eventually, if you now go from uni to corporate, again, you will see that there's a disparity that widens. So, some people do not want to push themselves. They mess about in school, truants, join gangs. Why? I know there are various reasons as to why that happens as well. But somewhere along the line, they drop off. Their female counterparts, they move on, get qualified, start doing things for themselves in their lives. So it's not every single case that you can say, yep, system has got that particular one. If that particular one didn't push himself or didn't want to push himself. You see? And I wouldn't say as much as that black women fed up of their black men. I think what they are fed up of is the dynamics of the relationship that they have with their men. Right? There's something, this generation, it just gets worse and worse. Okay? And I think a lot of it, you have to go back maybe to the late 60s, in the civil rights era. That was when we were at our peak. Right? And it's not in the majority of cases that the women suffered domestic abuse. Okay, because again, if we set up statistics within the African Caribbean community in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and so on and so forth, it was far less in those days. The women stood with their men, they achieved things together, they started their families together, started businesses, ran businesses. But what happened to the next generation and the next generation after that?
Well, look, Uncle will disagree with me with this one, yeah. But apparently, yeah, when it came to the 70s, like the same thing that happened in America is the same thing that happened in UK. They introduced drugs into the black community, and that's what messed it all up, all of that unification. But Uncle will disagree. But this is what people have told me in UK.
Okay. You see, on the subject of the drug, okay, in some of the inner city areas, yes, it was introduced, but don't forget, nobody was forced. They didn't put a gun to anybody in and say, smoke this crack. Whoever went and did it, they did it on their own permission, on their own accord. So what I'm trying to say is this, yeah? If we keep looking at external factors to blame and not look at ourselves, we're always going to miss the point to try and address the issue properly. Yeah? People who don't want the best for the black community will do all kinds of things to try and destroy the black community. And when they bring them drugs, what the black community should do is to take them drugs and throw it back in their face. They don't bring this to us.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying to you? So I get your point, yes, that, you know, but the black community isn't just the inner city areas, right? There's a middle class black community that there's also disparity with how they interact with the working class black community. And we should be building bridges, right? The middle class have a role to play, then the working class have a role to play.
No, for real.
You understand me? The middle class, they've gone out there, right? They have a better understanding of the system and how best to navigate it. So those at the lower level, yeah, that they can pass that knowledge and that wisdom on to them and say, look, you know, you're doing things wrong. This is what you think you need to do, blah, 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 so you can get yourself in a much better position to be able to capitalize on things that are out there. Rather than being a victim or this person or that system or this and that. If you do that, you get into a trap where you don't want to bust out of that whole prison. You know, I'm talking about mental prison. You understand me?
Yeah.
And then try to do better. So I get where you're coming from. I wouldn't say the women are fed up of the men. I think they're fed up with the dynamic of the relationship. And a lot of them, from what I can see these days, they just get on with it. You know what I mean? They might get a guy, have a child or two or a couple of children with that child, and then just concentrate on the careers and themselves, and they just put the guy to the wayside. So, and the longer this goes on for, we start to become an endangered species. I'm talking about the fact that where they just see us as sperm donors. You understand? Instead of a mate to try and build a life, to start a family and raise a family with.
I hear you.
Okay. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to add to the topic.
No worries, King. Thank you for your contribution.
Okay.
Yeah, peace. One. All right. Thank you, Ade, for your wisdom. Now, so Caroline says, I've been through all of those things at hands of white men and women many a time. Now, I hear you, Queen. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's not only that it happens in black community. Someone's calling. Yes. Greetings.
That was that instant. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think the question is, you're asking from your side as well, how you can change this. You need to say and think for yourself, what is it that you want for your daughters? Because yourself and Abby, you will have daughters. I don't even need to say, inshallah. You'll have beautiful daughters. And so you need to be a benchmark for them as to the expectation of what it is to be a man, someone who's continually present in their life, and setting out an expectation for them about as they get older and the kind of role you would like to see or who they would choose in their life to settle down with. I can't go back to the 60s and 70s because I'm not even born in that era. But I can remember what it felt like when you watch the films with Nina Long and Lorenzo Tate. You had high learning, and they were all very strong African, Caribbean, male roles. Women were strong, but the importance of the cinematography at that time, when you were Omar X and people like that, was to show very strong, competent African Caribbean males whose physicality is very beautiful, but their mind, their mental strength is incredibly beautiful as well. So when you hear, I think there will be ladies who are under 25 saying to you that that's the reason why women have gone in a different direction. I think they're falling into a very dangerous level of advertising out here, which is trying to portray women as only being successful in a different type of relationship. If you are smart, sensitive, charismatic, decent African Caribbean woman, you're not an exception to the rule. There's many people like you. But in those kind of characteristics, you will find equally in African Caribbean men. It's about how you go about trying to meet somebody, and it's about the kind of due diligence you have to find out if this guy on the same page as you. So you don't need to see what's on your television all the time. It seems to be a kind of, they have one of the people looking like this, sick, the other person looking like this. You don't have to believe in that. But I think it starts from the home and what children see in the home. And then they feel, oh yeah, I'm happy about that. I would like to create that myself, or they do have confidence in African and Caribbean men, as they should do. You know, but when you've got, it's quite weird because when you've got very young daughters who, okay, they might like certain commercial music when they're growing up along to, but who they should romantically want to be with, I guess, is like their father.
But more time the father is absent in their life. So how can they find someone like that? Someone says, Egyptian queen says black relationships can be tricky. Do you agree, mystery caller?
Yeah, I do. But I think sometimes when you look retrospectively back in your relationship, and you might see some red flags, always follow your instincts, always follow your gut, and see if you can, get out. Every relationship is tricky. I'm outside of my background. So what I would do, if I asked them, is your side of relationship history tricky? They would say, yes, it is tricky. But I would never fall for the hype that, to that with people from this part of the world who are different from my part of the world means my relationship will be more successful. Because I didn't grow up in that kind of bubble. And I said to you, when you see those kind of things with neurons, the tape, when you see these very confident African Caribbean males, when all your studying and your socializing has been around confident, strident African Caribbean males, I don't see where you would be looking. But the point is for you to find people who have a similar outlook to you in life. And also, as a woman, to realize, because it's what women do, they always feel they're nurturers, they can heal any situation. Sometimes people do really love them, but they're not ready to be what they want them to be right now. Let people go. Let people go. Let people find themselves. Let people come into your life who have a real understanding. They want to be there. If that makes sense.
No, one more time, repeat that, please. No, you get it. Like, it's better you to tell, like, say it again, so I understand. You get it, so I know I digest it.
Women, because it's part of a nurturing quality. Like, you may say to the lady, oh, you know, I'm not really very good relationship-wise, I'm not really this. A lady will interpret that as, yeah, but he hasn't met me. I'm more dynamic, I'm better than that. What that lady should do is she should listen carefully to what you're saying and get on with her life. When you are ready to be what she wants to be, then she should start to speak to you. Because it's not part of her role to persuade you to be in her life and to be this decent man. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's not part of her role. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, because you should know if you want to be in her life. And she may be a fantastic person that you look at her in life and you say, yes, ultimately, I think she's the person I will end up with. But I have older brothers. So I guess if I use a football analogy to you, sometimes I guess the guys will put women on a bench, you know, like they bench them, but they say, oh, I'll have that lady at a later stage when I'm a little bit more ready to settle down. But now I just play the field. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what the lady should do, she should either say she's happy to be in reserve, or she should say, I'm living my life, I might meet someone better, but I'm not going to torment this man, hunt him down or bother him. I don't want him to be with me unless he really wants to be here. That's what I think. That's what I think.
No, I don't get the last part.
I'm not going to go with that again. How do you explain? You probably do it better because you do it from a male point of view. But I just personally just think for my community, please stop believing this false premise that people outside of your community are so much better at relationships than you are. Please have a look at your present Prime Minister. Please look at the many disastrous people you see every day on the TV or the newspapers, divorces and different things. This is nonsense. And you're not special in your community at having the ideals of wanting to have a very good relationship. You can find guys in your community who are like that as well. Can find them.
Yeah, but most of the guys are gone though. Most of them guys are taken off the market.
You think so?
I know so.
So what you saying about now? Oh my God. When I'm not single, I don't even know if I should just do. But what I'm saying to you is, you're saying they're no longer on the market, yeah?
Yeah, all the good guys are gone.
Wow. So all the guys now that are single, what are you saying?
Yeah, they messed up. That's what I'm saying.
So all the guys who are single, they have not got no credibility.
Like, okay, let's say, like our generation, the millennial generation, like
No,
between.
I think it's not 34. You're not millennial. Who's the whole more? I told you you're millennial, no, I think millennials up to 30. To me personally, yeah. I can't say that guys who are single at the moment now, that they're not the good guys. There are some good guys.
Oh, okay, but that's what we go back to skepticism, or this. They're fed up. Black women are fed up. You get it? They won't even give them guys a chance. This is the bottom line. What we're trying to talk about. But those guys that are good, yeah, okay, let's say there are good black guys out there, but most of the black women are not giving them a chance because of their past experiences, and they're like, oh, I don't want to go with a black guy because what I've been through with black guys is all long. It's and I don't want to get hurt. You get it? It's that insecurity of getting hurt from a black guy, because 9 times out of 10, the black guy is gonna hurt the black woman, and they're like, nah, man, I'm not into that. You get it?
But that can't be the case for all African Caribbean women, can it?
What I've experienced, like I told you, you get it. When I'm talking, you know what I mean. When I'm saying certain things on the radio, it's from experience. I don't come up with no topic, and it's just, you know, I pulled it out from the air. I'm talking about something because I want to discuss it with my community and say, yo, what's going on? Why is this happening? Like I said, when I go on road and I try to talk to black women, they're on this no, or they're on the, I got women, or they're like, they just want to air me. They want to be rude and that. And it's like,
Let me give you know, I would personally say those people not for you. And anybody who mistreats males like that, they need really some time to work on themselves, because they shouldn't really be speaking to men and trying to demean them and so publicly as well. So I probably would say you got away quite lightly, because you're not there to spend your life to prove to people I'm not the kind of guy that the other guy was. Because you're never going to have any happiness in a relationship like that, because that means you're 5 minutes or 10 minutes late, the lady's going to think you're cheating like the previous man.
But that's what we're saying, that insecurity and that judging, that prejudice towards black guys.
But do you want to be in an environment having to prove to someone daily that you're not like that?
No, and that's why we're kind of fed up about with black women, because it's long to keep proving that and to keep reassuring them that, listen, this is not happening. Like, just calm down. You know what I mean? And like I'm saying, I'm just, you know, like.
So what are we saying here? Are we saying that black men are choosing non-black women?
No, we're saying the opposite, that black women are not choosing black men. You get it? Like, they put them in the corner. You see what and another thing is the social media. The social media has messed up the game. The social media has made it seem that black women or women in general have choices. Like, if you know, there's someone in the pipeline, but like if they believe that guy is no good, there's always someone next in line. You get it? And this is why we're saying back in the day, in the 60s and the 70s, it was different, because there was no one back. They didn't even have telephone them times. If you saw a man or a woman and you get it, and it was an organic, like, let's say, encounter, yeah, that was it. Like, you'll be with that person. You try and say, you know what, let's work it out. And also, life expectancy wasn't long as well them times. You know what I mean? So you'll just be like, let's try and work it out. Let's get married. And everything was more traditional and religious. And people will say, oh, religion is bad. But them times, there wasn't much children out of wedlock. Or, to be precise, there was no bastard children. And I presume I was not swearing, because that's a term. Yeah, that's a term in the dictionary that's legit. Yeah, so there was no bastard children those times because of religious reasons. You follow that, and everything was all traditional and organic. But nowadays, because we come far from religions, far from spirituality, and we just want to do anything, we want to have sex before marriage, not sex after marriage. This is why we're in the predicaments that we're in now, because we're with people, or we're with partners, or with females or males that we just, like what Adi said, is a lost thing. Like it's just it's the one night stand, and then we don't follow it through to the end.
Oh, okay.
You get it?
Yeah, I do, but women do have options.
Exactly, they do, innit?
But I think for people to go around saying the domestic violence and bad things only happen in African, Caribbean homes, that is a lie. That is a lie. And to be quite honest with you, I was just encouraging the young ladies in my family to, well, they're dead in their life, but to be very celebrating of African Caribbean men. And as they get older, looking at them as potential romantic other half, personally. So, you know, to me, I can't agree with, like I said, I don't think all African Caribbean women don't like their own men. You know, so you may have to say, for the women that you've spoken to, is there a certain type that you've spoken to that, I don't know, you might have to say there's a certain type or...
No, they're big women, you know, big, like they could be my mama. You get it? That's the kind of women I've been chatting to. You get it? That I've fully experienced. Yeah, they're not little girls. Yeah, they're telling it how it is, like I told you already, or not you specifically, but the audience, that these women have said that their generation messed it up for all of the generations. Those that were born in the 60s and in the 70s, they messed it up for the whole the generations to come.
So these bigger women, are they now dating men who are non-African Caribbean?
To be honest, I don't know. I didn't ask them. I'm not gonna assume anything because I don't know. It's better me not to say I don't know than to say they're dealing with other men. I don't think but I would say, you know, they've kind of accepted that the black men, that if they are doing something with, it's nothing serious. You know, because one time I must have asked the person, and they asked the guy on the phone the same questions, that why are black women skeptical of black men?
Can I say something? And then I got to jump because Abby and other people will want to get involved.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got to say what women say with a little bit of caution. Because this is something that's very, very, it's the thing that women do. Women, they're doing the hairdressing, they're doing the spa, and they will say, oh, black men are the following. They don't want to take any ownership. And to be quite honest with you, they will go out with some black guys who will always falling short. And that most people, you as a guy would say, why would you even entertain that guy? And because they had a very unsuccessful time with that person, they try to blame the whole group of manhood. They try to blame the whole group of black men that are going out with some not really particularly good black men to begin with. So sometimes women have to be honest, rather than taking the whole group of men and saying black men are the following. Sometimes they have to be honest and say, hold on 1 second. This man is not the benchmark of black men. I met him. I didn't really check him out properly. And I need to, rather than blame anybody, say, oh, hold on a second, this is my fault here because I should have done more checks. Rather than say, oh, he's indicative of the whole black group of guys. Because I think, I think sometimes when ladies are speaking and they say black guys can be the following, if we did a follow-up on who they dated, those guys are not really representative of some guys in the community. Does that make sense?
Partially, like you're saying, basically they got to own it and be accountable for.
Yeah. Because sometimes ladies like to meet guys and they rush very quickly and they turn around and they will tell their friends on the phone, in the hairdressers, in the spa, and I told you they're all the same. No, that is that individual person. And you are also accountable because you never took the time to find out what the guy was about. But you can't blame his behavior on the whole of black men. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that's just prejudice and judging and all of that and that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm gonna let Abby phone you and he'll break it down in a brotherly tone. I think you'll get it.
No worries, Queen. Thank you for
That's all right.
time.
Take care.
Bye. All right. Thank you, mystery caller. Now we got Caroline on the YouTube. She's saying, you wouldn't want my input on it at all. Where I live at the moment, the amount of black men when I was a kid was hardly any. It is not so bad these days, but it's not like the city. And drugs and violence are always as bad. People use race to pass the blame way too often. Yes, I totally agree with you. Now, okay, time is running out. The time is 9:45. I preach someone else has to cut as well. He ain't staying long. I hope DJ, the spiritual dub doctor, comes true. Usually he comes true on time, but let's see what's going on. Anyway, let's wrap this up, yeah, because time is running out. Okay, now I spoke to. Yes, Ade.
Okay, I'll make this very, very brief, yeah? Mystery caller made some fairly good points, okay? And I think what she was trying to say is that people have to be responsible or hold themselves responsible for the decisions that they make as to who they dated, okay? And not to generalize, because we had a bad experience with one or a couple of black guys, that all black guys are the same type, or have the same characteristics and behavior traits, which is not true. There's millions of black guys, and we are very different. They're not all the same. So I think in essence, that was what she was trying to say.
No, I get it, absolutely. That you just broke it down in layman's terms.
So, the other thing as well is that it is important when you are considering, trying to find a mate, to define what it is that you are about, what you want, and how that person can come to you, and you implement them vice versa as to what they're about and what they want in life. You understand me? It's not easy these days to meet people. Social media, a lot of people do interact by then. Well, if they do meet up, it will be in a club setting. When you go to the club, it's a different type of mindset. You're going there with a lustful mindset most of the time. So for any lasting relationship to come out of that, it is rare because you didn't go in with that same mindset. So people got to be aware of that, right?
No, I hear that.
All right, nice one.
Yeah, peace. Thank you, Ade. All right. The time is now almost 10:02. Now we've got the spiritual dub doctor in the house, which I preach someone else give thanks and praises. That means that I can cut at 10 o'clock, which is good. Now let's wrap this up here. In conclusion, in terms of what we are talking about, but before we get into the conclusion, I preach someone else Want to give a shout out to Tiana_1987 on the Instagram live. Also to Caroline Alexander for staying in the YouTube. Greetings.
Yeah, Addy, thank you. Did you get it?
Yeah, we all got it.
Like I'm telling you off, like a big sister telling you off. All I'm saying is, like what Abby said, think carefully about what you want in your life and what you should go for, in my opinion. Yes, she will be physically alluring, beautiful, but have a look and see the kind of person that she is outside of what she does, so outside of her study, outside of her work, the kind of mental stimulus that she tries to add in your life. Look to see the supportive side of her when you're telling her about work, this, family, how does that person assist you? You may not be a person who's really good cooking, culinary cooking, and she tells you, come, I'll show you how to do this. Look for those other skills as well. And you will eliminate most of the people that you perhaps shouldn't spend your life with. So you'll get the understanding visually, she's very lovely, but have a look at the other components that are going to keep you interested.
Okay, no problem. I'll talk about that.
And you'll find it.
I'll talk about that. Don't worry. Yeah, because in terms of UK women and women abroad, completely different mindset, different way they treat man. Yeah, I'll talk about that.
I didn't know that there was a difference between UK women and who? And US women or?
UK women, African women, Caribbean women, big difference. Trust me, really big difference. But yeah, I got 9 minutes now. Okay. I want to talk about it before spiritual doctor comes on.
Okay, I'm going to let you get on with that.
Thank you, Queen.
But nothing comes before the time. And just make sure your role is to be happy as well. But really fall for that nonsense with people trying to tell you should just be happy with it. In these days, for you guys as men, you need a lot of support and encouragement in your life, and make sure you look for somebody in your life who can help you with that as well.
No worries.
All right?
No worries, Queen.
Take care.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. 9 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes left. Okay. So the last person High Priest Amun I will talk to was today at work. And there was a guy, and I asked him the question, why are black women skeptical of a black man? And he said, and he was a younger generation now, he was in his 20s, or he was 20, and he was like, the thing is, in that generation, the 2000s now, yeah, the young tiny ones, it's the social media that messed it up, and it's a status thing, what these young women are about. They want men that are in gangs, that are gang members. They want men with with the money and with the fast car, all of that kind of stuff. And as a result, that fast life comes with that fast heartbreak. You follow that? Yeah, that's just real. That's METASCIENCE. Yeah. So what we're saying is that in that generation, the reason why now the black women become skeptical because they're chasing the wrong man. What they see on the social media is not what is in reality. You follow that? All of that social media stuff is all fake. They believe that but if I'm with the gang member, that I'm gonna be treated like they want that gangster lifestyle, and they don't know what comes with the gangster lifestyle is heartbreak and pain. You follow that? Yeah. Now that's done. Okay. Now let's talk about what we're saying about the difference between UK women and Caribbean women and African women. The thing is now, you see all you UK women, not all of you, but most of you, yeah, you don't know how to treat a black man right. That's the problem. And this is why black men are always on this cheating thing or just not loyal. Because when black men initially won't come up to you and try and be with you because we weren't interested in you or we didn't like you. You follow that. It's just like when a few months down the line, we see certain things, like we see certain things, we try and nip it in the bud. And it's like, no, you don't want to nip it in the bud. You want to act a certain way. You want to be demanding, and you want to be like, in fact, this is me. Get used to it. You see what we're saying? And it's like you want to try and test us. You want to draw us out all the time. You want to see. Instead of like just be calm and just do the right thing. You want to be disagreeable all the time and challenge us. There's no need for challenge, because all what's going to happen is that the man is just going to be fed up with it and move on to the next one, or find the next girl that is going to satisfy them more. For example, when it's time to cook, it's time to cook. When it's time for sex, it's time for sex. There's no long thing. You have to be intuitive in your relationship. The whole point of relationship is that you're intuitive, meaning that you're able to connect on different levels. You follow that? Not it's a talking thing. It's also a mental thing as well. But this is the problem. Okay, now we got someone, Tiana. Yeah, she's saying, I agree, everything is trying to conform to the social media lifestyle and forget about life, reality. Then she's like, they want to be the alpha. That's the problem. You see, you know this already, Tiana. You know this. Yeah. Oh, and then Caroline is saying, true. Yes, it is true. You just have to we're not saying you have to conform, my queens. But we're just saying you got to treat us right, and then we'll treat you right. You get it? And those good black guys will treat you as the queen, as the goddess. You get it? Because we don't need all of that headache. We go through the headache already when we go work, and we want a woman that's just gonna take care of us, not fight us, not challenge us when we come from work. We want a woman that's gonna nurture us and take care of us. You see what we're saying? And this is the thing about the African and the Caribbean women. They know how to play their position well. We don't have to tell them anything. They just do it. You follow that? But when it comes with the black women in UK, it's like, but I got human rights, but I can kick you out of my house. Yeah, I can take the children and you can't get no custody. Yeah, because the law is biased over you black men. We don't need that. Come on now. We don't need that. We don't need that headache. You get it? And this is the problem why the relationship breaks down, because women want to be dominant all the time. There's no need for that. Yeah, it should be equal. We're not saying that we have to like control you, We're just saying that we just want that love and affection that you so-called claim that you give, but we don't feel it. You follow that? And this is what I Priest Amun was saying. And another thing, especially with the conscious black women, in terms of High Priest Amun and what he has experienced, they're all jealous when they're with a strong black man. They don't want no strong black man because they feel intimidated by a strong black man. Instead of be like what we say, like play their position. It's like they want to be in control. They want the black man to have spiritual power. They want to be the only one with spiritual power. And then it's like, but then how are we gonna build together? High Priest someone else seen it all, done it all. You get it? And this is why High Priest someone else on this celibacy thing, because it's long. You get it? It's just long. It's long to be in a relationship and be like, I need to like the conscious women. I'd rather be with a woman that's not conscious, because at least she's gonna accept man for who I am, instead of a woman that knows what I'm doing and is jealous and envies what I'm doing because they can't reach that level. You follow that? Anyway, enough said. This has been an awesome show, awesome day. Thank you to Ade, thank you to Mystery Caller, thank you to Lady M, thank you to Baby C, thank you to all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses that listen to the show. And it's prayer time, because let's go have a good night and get ready for the spiritual doctor to mellow down the vibes. So let's go. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us, and also being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness, so that we can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is Zion. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for that unconditional love that we are experiencing in every moment that we live and in every breath that we take. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the blessings that we receive and give, and those blessings that we are aware of, and those blessings that we are not aware of. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for making our lives better, and that we are going to have a better day tomorrow, and also that we're going to experience prosperity in our lives. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for being present, even if we're not aware or that we are aware of, and also making sure that no evil and wickedness can destroy I and I. And we also give thanks and praises to the Most High for making sure that anything that is in our path, anything that's in our reality, we can handle and manage successfully. Now, lastly, High Priest Amun loves you all, and that I hope that we can go in peace and have a good night's sleep and tune into Spiritual Doctor. You're done now.
Tribute to the Mighty Diamonds.
Tribute to the Mighty Diamonds.
Amiga Radio, 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
This is the AmigaRadio.co.uk news at 10.
Wounded, Tom Parker's died at the age of 33. He revealed in 2020 he'd been diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumour. In September, the